Hello everyone, I'm Chris Eubanks, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about why a loft in a tiny house is a bad idea and how a ground floor bedroom is a better solution. So right here we have a 24-foot long tiny house on wheels. And coming into the living room, we're peeking into this bay window workstation, views on all sides, swivel mount TV. Coming into the kitchen, got a tray of muffins. We got a fridge freezer combo. This is more compact than the full height fridge freezer, and it helps because we have a constriction with a wheel well location. So this is a very usable kitchen, 2-burner cooktop. And now we're going to come and peek past the closet. So you guys need at least one closet in a tiny house, because if this is a rental, people are coming for business meetings, people are coming for interviews. You don't want your clothes to get wrinkled. So here it is. The full ground floor bedroom. You got a foot of walking space on either side. This is very important for couples because you don't want to be crawling all over each other to get in and out of bed. If you're just living by yourself, it's okay to be having a bed just push up against the wall. So as you guys saw, full skylights. It'll be great to look at the stars at night. So now we're going to peek into the bathroom. And this isn't the biggest bathroom in a tiny house. This is more on the compact side, but it's way bigger than most RV bathrooms. So you have a full 30-inch by 30-inch shower with the corner chamfer just to add a little more aesthetics, and a toilet and a 10-inch sink. Now you guys can see how light and airy the space is. Like, you can put plants up there. Higher ceilings mean that you just want to spend more time in the space. So here we have the same tiny house, except we took out the ground floor bedroom and replace it with a loft bedroom. So we reconfigured the space a little bit. I just want to show you how a loft doesn't necessarily translate into a more efficient use of space. So same living room, same workstation, except the first thing you're going to notice is we had to shift the bathroom to the back to accommodate a stair run. Now you guys are going to see this 74-inch line, which represents the headroom required by Appendix Q, which is the IRC code, 74 inches, that's 6'2". And you're going to see that by the time you get to the 5th step, you're going to be bumping your head on the roof. So you're going to be crawling. And now this is the real code violation here. So for fire egress requirements, you're required to have 24 inches of full height. On the left-hand side, those matrix code lines, that's only 19 inches. So you're going to be crawling by the time you get to there. This is not only blatantly illegal, it is extremely uncomfortable to access. Now, you see this kind of layout all the time. Now, this part of it isn't horrible. It would just be a little claustrophobic. The skylights would add a little more headroom. Now that we're into the kitchen, we did gain an extra peninsula seating, a little bookshelf under the stairs. Coming into the closet, a little bigger closet. And now the bathroom, we did gain a little extra in the bathroom. So this is one trick you guys can use as far as gaining more space in the bathroom, is having that extra 2-foot-long overhang to shift the vanity out a little bit and give you a little more space. So this is a little more luxurious bathroom than the previous layout. So what's the solution to making the loft work? Well, we're going to have to finesse the roof a little bit. So we push the gable portion of it back into the living room, and in the loft and stair portion, we have a flat roof. So you get your full ceiling height when you're going up the stair and your full ceiling height in your loft. So the full ceiling height in the loft is going to be about 42 inches. And this is an added cost because it's an extra roof plane and it's an extra couple of walls you have to frame up. So you'll see that we gained the island seating, a little storage under the stair. And then as we pan up to the top of the stair, you're going to see where the two roof planes intersect each other. Now these matrix code lines, as you see, that's the 74 inches of headroom required by Appendix Q, 6'2". And you'll see that if you're walking along the center of the stair, you're not going to bump your head unless you're a weirdo and you walk down the stairs on the right-hand side. You might bump your head in that little corner. So if this were to really be built and this wasn't a rendering, we might push that gable roof further back into the living room to ensure that's not a possibility. So here we have it, a full 42 inches of ceiling height. This is a much nicer loft that actually does work. Now let's compare the floor plans. So first we have the ground floor plan with a full foot of walking space on either side. That's a lift-up bed with storage underneath for your suitcases and your winter clothes. You have a full height vaulted ceiling with skylights. It's just going to be much more comfortable to spend a lot of time in. And it also functions as a secondary space that you can close off to take phone calls if you're working from home, if you're telecommuting. If you're living with someone else, you're going to have to tell that person to be quiet while you're taking phone calls. You have to make sure they don't run the dishwasher, make sure they don't flush the toilet. But if you're in that secondary closed off room, that's going to be a much nicer situation. Now let's switch over to the loft. And this goes against intuition that it would be a huge space saver to have a loft. It's not necessarily the case when you're dealing with complex 3D space configurations. So, in fairness to the loft plan, we did gain an island peninsula with seating. We did gain a slightly larger bathroom. We could even extend the bathroom to be 5 foot wide, just make the kitchen a little smaller, claim a little space in the closet. We did gain a much bigger closet. And the storage under the stairs, one of the biggest myths of a tiny house. Tiny house stairs aren't even close to being what full height stairs are in regular houses. They're much steeper, they're much more compact. Maybe you fit a vacuum cleaner, maybe you fit some clothes, some books. You're not getting much, especially if you're going under the Appendix Q IRC code, which requires a landing platform 18 inches below the loft. That's to make it more comfortable, but it's also making the stair even more compact. So there's less storage underneath that. So comment, like, subscribe. Let me know which layout you like the best and why. And in my next video, I'm going to show you different ways of accessing the loft. This isn't the best loft layout, but it's the most similar to the ground floor layout. I just wanted to show you how you can fit a ground floor bedroom in a 24-foot long tiny house on wheels. Thanks for listening, guys.